What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Episode 9 of the walkthrough for Elden Ring. Picking up here at Castle Morn. So, from our side of Grace, we're going head on down and work our way to the boss. So, we were almost through this place, but we ran out of time. So, we were actually supposed to be starting Stormviel Castle this episode, and we are going to do that. But we got to wrap this up first. And this is the last thing in Weeping Peninsula. So as you drop down, you're probably going to want to go straight there. Don't do it. What you want to do is go to the left instead, grab your stone sword key, and hop on down. And from there, you see these little slime balls here. The only thing they're weak to is blood boss and fire. We have both. It's not really worth killing them. I will say that. As you see, you get the big burst. That's kind of, how you take it down. But like I said, it's not really worth killing them, but sometimes they can drop smithing stones. It's just really rare. Usually they don't drop anything, or they're going to drop like glass shards. Even reading the description says it's pretty much useless, so figured I'd mention that. Now, we can go in here, and that's where you would have dropped down from. You can't really see it, but you can kind of see it a little bit. That's where you typically would have dropped down from. It's weird. That's the way I used to take all the time before I knew that stone sword key was there, and I haven't taken that path in so long, it kind of feels weird, It's like I forgot what it was like going that way. Just in case, but I don't see nothing being dropped. Alright, so moving forward, you're going to have one of those bigger misbegottens here. So remember, his attack looks really slow, but comes out really fast, right? So, put him down. We're going to go on up for a Twin Blade Talisman. This is actually going to boost the damage of the last attack in a combo chain. So this is only going to be viable for, Twin Blades or daggers, or something that's really fast. If it's not fast, it's probably not going to be beneficial to you, because think about it, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'd have to get that whole attack out to actually do any kind of damage whatsoever. It's just really not, that viable for great swords or, stuff like that. So from here, we're going to jump on down, hit your roof, go towards this tree, fall right here. It don't matter, you can fall anywhere, just know that there's an item over here. So I figured it'd just be easier to drop there. So it's just gonna be some more crafting stuff. Get your health refilled if you were down. Now this is gonna be a run and jump. Believe it or not, you can, fall and die there. So I've done it. It's really rare and not likely to happen, but it's a possibility. Alright, so now we're gonna drop down to the center here. And as soon as we do, turn around, get your smithing 2. And we're just going to kind of get to the center again, line it up. If you're lined up with this X right in the middle of the screen, I don't even have to look for the beam. All I know is if I'm lined up, I can drop straight down. Then kind of get this edge right here, and you can kind of see what's going on. The best thing to do here, I think, is just kind of go out the door, because rats can stagger attacks. And yeah, they're just rats. It doesn't make you a shitty player because you died to them, but you can be avoided. I mean, I die to rats like this all the time. It makes you feel a little embarrassed. I think, you know what I mean? It makes me embarrassed. I'm like, fuck, did I really die to rats after 1,000 hours in the game? But it's still possible. They're offsetting their attacks, and then it kind of locks you in place, and you can't really do much about it. So from here, we're going to grab our smoldering butterflies, grab our next side of grace, rest. I like to grab the butterflies before I rest, because they'll respawn, and then when I rest, I just get some more, start stocking that stuff up. Need to make fire pots, a few other items, so. Might be pretty valuable. Too, like, if you guys there's a lot of cool elemental weapons, sure, but if you go to item crafting, you could just craft so much of some kind of grease if you, like, we can go craft right now 24 fire grease and pretty much keep our weapon doing fire damage, on top of the massive amount of physical damage and blood loss we already do, or poison, or whatever we want here. So I did want to mention that, I don't use these too much, so I think that'd be kind of cool. Just keep buffed up, give us something else to use. So if we're ever, I can kind of keep those on if I ever want to just save on my mana. My sword already does blood boss, and that will make it do fire, because you can't, change ashes of war on somber weapons. There's going to be a bigger misbegotten here, but there's a smaller one ahead. So we're going to take him out first if you don't get involved. Remember, the headbutt, just guard counter him. Put him down, then we're going to go out this way. So if you were to die this way and you're doing a run back, just keep in mind, you can drop here and just go out to the right to get to the boss. However, I mean, first time you probably should go this way so you can get all the items. So now if you drop and go right around here to the back, you'll be able to pick up a somber 1, kind of tucked off on this back corner right here. And we can go straight across, staying to the left of this other building, where we initially came from, and we'll be able to get like a good amount of fire arrows. It's like 20 or 30 of them, and 15, 20, something like that. It's like, I know it's not 30, it's like 15 or 20. I want to say it's 15. If you start as samurai, a little free refill for you on your arrows. Oh shit, that's rare when you go to the grab first. Pink, yeah. So, early on, he ain't doing much damage. Get your eggs. Him out, get your fire arrows. So it is, it's 15, okay. Now we're going to run it forward here a bit. Like I said, we're supposed to start at Stormviel Castle. Typically, I'll just kind of take my time and walk everywhere. Don't need to, I just don't want anything to feel rushed, you know what I mean? But still, we have stuff to do, no need to just stroll along. Let's get on in here and put this boss down. So this is going to be a trophy boss, and it's also going to be our first legendary ornament needed for platinum. There's summons, talismans, spells, incantations, weapons. They're all, you know, needed for platinum, so keep that in mind. So this is going to be a very wily guy. Guard counters, but you'll be careful. He does a lot of combos. If we can just land here and there, we'll be okay. That's a double swing. Make sure the stamina. Boom, boom. Ooh, yeah, that's a big knockback. Get that stamina back. And it's not too bad, but he's just really erratic today. But, you know, all in all, not too bad. I mean, he's giving me trouble before. You know, that's Leon 9? I always call him Leon. Leon 9, Misbegotten Trophy, and your first legendary ornament needed for a trophy as well. To go and rest, I do believe we're short of level here, I want to say. No, we're not. Okay, so there's one more needed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so from here, that's all wrapped up. Weaving Peninsula is now done. Limgrave is now done in full, besides the underground, which I say we're waiting off on, which will be over here. And then also Stormviel Castle. Let's go and jump over there. So Stormviel, I would say, is going to take about 2 episodes. If there's anything left to do after that, we'll just kind of do that and then move on to Liurnia. Because, you know, you still have to activate your Great Rune. We're going to find a painting here. We're going to need to solve that and just little odds and ends. So, we'll try to fit it all in. So, before we work our way on in, let's go to the right from your side of Grace. Go grab your multiplayer item. We can come down here for some fire grease. And then we're going to have to get into some pretty important quest things. They're not important now for quests. They're not important as far as trophies go. But as far as trying to get all the items and complete all the quests. There's a gentleman up here we'll meet named Gustok. Gustok's quest ties in with Nefeli's quest, who will also meet towards the end of Stormviel, which also ties in with Kenneth Height's quest. So we want to do the right thing here. Now, he's going to give us a hidden passage to go around a bunch of ballistas trained on the main gate, while me and players that are comfortable with the game could just roll through them and know the timing and have no issues. Newer players are going to struggle. So we're going to take the side path Gustok tells us about. If you die, Gustok is going to take a portion of your souls. You can kill him and get those souls back. But if you kill him, you don't fuck up 1, 2, but you fuck up 3 quest lines. So do keep that in mind. Not needed for platinum. So, very well. Now, typically, I would just go through the front gate, you know. Okay, and you can change your mind anytime and, you know, have them open the gate for you. We're going to go around and open up the gate ourselves. But you're going to see some items there. But there's like 5 or 6 ballistas trained, so you're going to know the timing and where to roll and when to get past it. Like I said, I know, but, you know, you don't. And the thing of it is going that way. We can get through the main gate and get a side of Grace right here. So after we beat Godric and get the whole castle done, we could just fast travel, then work down here to activate our Great Rune, which we do at these Divine Towers. That would be our first one. But we're just going to take a really long way around, and that's, letting us get to all of the castles anyways, all of the castle anyway. So we have to get all of our side paths, get all of our stuff done. There's a few mini bosses here. There's a few of everything here. Incantations, upgrades, you name it. So we're just going to slowly go through here, get all of our paths and get it all done anyway. So it's not going to matter. We will get that side of grace by the tower. So as soon as you get to your battlements, we're going to go on up. Every Smith and 2. Now you have to meet the sword birds. I don't know the real name. Some of them breathe fire. These first ones don't. They're actually not bad to parry. So if they do that attack, that's the attack you want to parry. If you're not good at parries, don't worry about it. Just guard counter, it works the same. But they do, they have a chance to do some combos and stuff like that. That could be a little more tricky. Now we're gonna roll on down, staying to the left side of that area. Get him. Ooh, you were supposed to be up top, I thought. Yeah, see, they're really good at flying out of the way. That's kind of the problem with these guys, but just hold up your shield and deal with them. Not too bad. At first, if you don't know any better and you don't have someone guiding you, I believe they can be. They were for me my first time. Coming in here with no upgrades and no health. But for a typical person, going through with a little bit of help, I think you guys would be just fine with it. Because I've already learned from these mistakes, and I could, tell you guys what not to do. But yeah, so I understood a shield, but it doesn't click how to properly use a shield for a while, even if it sounds easy. It's just something you have to really learn if you're used to like more action-like games. It sounds stupid. Just hold up your shield. Counter attack. Like, okay, but it's like when you're trying to learn it, it feels different than that. You know what I mean? You don't think about it. It's more of a natural feeling when you want to actually try to think about it and use these methods. You say, I know it sounds simple, but if you know what I'm talking about, you understand. Alright, so with all of them gone, we're going to go forward back here and go ahead and get our side of grace. We're going to have a pretty tight stairwell to go up, like width-wise. I did want to check something. So did we pick up the 3? Yeah, we did. Okay, we got it. So we got everything. So yeah, there's going to be a few guys coming down these stairs. If you have a spear or a halberd that pokes, it'd probably be, a better bet because how tight these stairs are. There's going to be 3 guys. First one's going to blow a horn, but it's fine. You can kind of choke point these guys. So just kind of wait for them. Now, if you're using this weapon, trying to hit this ass sword right here, guys. It's probably going to throw you right off. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be jumping way back for it. So that wind attack typically comes in 2s. You want to watch out for it. If he does it once, he's going to do it again. Always 2 times in a row. Always. Alright, going on in. You got some commoners right here. Don't go up the stairs yet. You're just going to go straight back. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up our hook claws. So what's kind of crazy is when it comes to blood loss, usually the bigger weapons have more, a higher blood loss buildup because they're slower. So like the dagger had 30, but this has 55. Those actually have 60 in their fast weapons. So it's pretty cool, pretty different. So we're going to go on up here, roll back down. We have the explosive barrels. These guys throwing explosive pots. That's going to kind of clear up the danger. Just go up, run away. You know what I mean? Now we're going to circle back around, give them a smack. Now we want to run, jump to the left, grab your gold rune 2, run, jump back. I guess we can run up, grab this item. He's about to explode his barrels. Now, if we jump up here in the wall, we'll be able to get some sleep arrows. Now, there are no other items this way. Going this way only is about pretty much you getting a drop attack on that guy. They're just throwing pots at us. That's the one we didn't kill. But since there are guys out here, I want to actually clear all the paths of the castle. This way we know we're not missing anything. So if you're on stairs, you hit R1, you're going to swing up. You hit R2, you'll kick beneath you. So actually, I'll show that real quick. No, that was just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Can't say it enough. Yeah, I did not mean to do that, obviously, but you know, we get to go back through it again, so yay. It's alright, little shit happens. What I was trying to show you guys is why you go up a ladder, hitting R1 punches up and R2 kicks beneath you. I was just trying to, you know, kind of show that. Oh well, give us a few more runes, more chances to get armor drops and stuff like that, I guess. It wasn't far, yeah, it was right here. Alright, so the barrels do respawn, obviously, it's the same thing. Go up, go down. I don't know why those didn't explode. That was cool though. Alright, so we're gonna do it again. Drop. Get that attack off on him. Remember this guy? He's gonna throw a pot, usually. Yep. We'll just stand here this time and wait on this gentleman. There he comes. So he's gonna land just to get killed. So as you go up, I'm gonna show you R1. If the guy's above you, that's what you're doing. You know, try and slap him off. If they're beneath you, R2 is gonna kick beneath you to get them off of you. So do keep that in mind. There's a lot of ladders you're gonna climb in this game, and there's gonna be a lot of times enemies are coming for you on those ladders. So little stuff like that does add up. So now, right here, you should be able to just drop, attack him. We already did get that item. Now we're going to go over here to the left. Usually this guy's kind of sitting on the stairs. Sometimes he kind of gets off, and he'll work his way down here whenever I take that side path. But he didn't, so. This item up here is a pretty cool hammer. We're going to get it here in a minute. We're not forgetting it. It's just not time yet. Alright, so when we came straight across, you would have seen that door. This door is locked. To get this door unlocked, you need the key. The key is in this room. Now, Gustok, the guy that told you about the shortcut, he is actually going to lock us in here and laugh with his little demented laugh. So he does make you want to kill him, but like I said, if you do, you're going to be missing the quest. If you're worried about dying here to this vanished knight, just run, grab the key. At least if you get killed, you don't have to come back in. But not too bad, right? Keep in mind you can also farm these guys for their armor. This was just the same farm I showed you guys in Caleb. That was a Banished Knight. These guys have different helms. Some of them do have different stuff. They usually always have great sword, great shield. Some have two great swords. Some have halberds. But the main armor is always the same. I do believe the helmets have different variations, but everything else about their armor should be the same. So there are two different helms you can get, you know what I mean? Obviously their armor, then you can get their shield, you can get their sword. They have, you know, their whole armor set, you know what I mean? Like their gauntlets. Their gauntlets are really nice. Their greaves are my favorite. I love their greaves. I love wearing their greaves. So when we get up, so we don't have to worry about this guy later, just get on up here, jump back. He'll grab you, backstab you, and it actually does more damage than you would expect. Now, run, jump. Take him out. This guy's going to throw a fire pot. Just kind of roll through it. Be careful. And now we take him out. Turn around, grab that. And there's that little beam. I've never seen nothing come of it, though. I think rolling on it, it doesn't really get us anywhere. So for here, to get the hammer, we're going to jump across here. You're going to see an item to the right in that hole. Don't worry about it. We'll get it later. Alright, we got him. Got him. There's nothing else this way. This is just like overlooking where we came in at, so don't worry about that. Then we can go on here and get the brick hammer. So this thing doesn't have much reach, but it's a stagger, you know, stagger breaking ever. That's what I was trying to say. It breaks poise pretty good. So 31 strength requirement. Basic weapon, so you can change Ashes for War. I mean, you could do all types of stuff. Like, we could actually buff this with Blood Flame. Isn't that wild? A hammer that's going to break poise like crazy, but also use Blood Flame. And so if you're doing Strength Faith, you could easily do this. This isn't going to work with our build. You know, we just don't have the strength. We're not doing strength. But I think it's cool. because that's going to build up blood loss, and it's going to build up, you know, the stagger meter and break their poise, break their stance, you know, get criticals. So both together would be pretty devastating. I mean, you could put whatever you want on it. Fire, frostbite hammer, that'd be pretty cool, right? All types of variations. So from there, we're gonna roll on down, go back up the ladder. Like I said, with this place, there's a very, very specific way you need to navigate everything so you don't miss anything. You guys are gonna be shocked at the amount of side paths there are here, the amount of side content there is here. It's crazy. It really is. Alright, go on up. So if you're worried about this guy, you can go up there to, you know, right above you is the side of grace. So there's no other items to get. So if you go straight on over to the left, there you go. Now we're gonna rest. Let's see if we can get any armor drops or stuff. Not got any. So we're just gonna do this once and show this off. You guys do it on your own if you want to, you know, try to farm this armor. We're not gonna do it in the walkthrough. If I want to do it in between episodes, I'll do that. But we're not gonna do it on the walkthrough. Since we rested and we're already right here, though, let's go ahead and jump over here. Grab that. Drawstring fire grease. It's a weapon buff just like fire grease, but instead of taking a second to coat your weapon, it does it like in a half a second, but it only lasts like half a second too. So you done? Oh no, I want that item. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. No, buddy. Alright, we're going to lose that. So we're going to do another run on this. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, so pretty much this is the farm. And it's a good one too, because your Grace is right here, and he is right there. So. Oh, look at that. So if you don't fast travel to your side of Grace, the effects of the golden pickle foulfoot or silver pickle foulfoot will be in effect still. But fast traveling will, you know, cancel that out. Thank you. And as you see, there we got us home. This one's actually really good looking. We don't have to wait for it just yet, obviously. But, you know, really, really nice looking helm. Got some dangly thing, but, you know, when you actually get used to it, you will come to like it. Now what I'd have to do is probably actually go to this one and we get wearer help. This also has no skill. It says it only gets like 90 something physical damage negation. But we were getting hit and we weren't taking any damage last time. So, alright, so you're going to be shortcut over here. This is temporary blocked off. We'll have to go unlock it. And there's also some other, you know, side path stuff to do. So, alright, let's go and rest since we're right here. We're going to go on out. There's going to be a few of these little sword bird dudes. See if we can pop them off of range. They do have explosive barrels. What the fuck? Did it just go right through them? Yeah. So keep that in mind. They're going to try to swing by and throw them at you. Bullshit. That one got me. He usually doesn't come yet until he sees you. I guess you saw us there. Okay, my turn. Thank you. So it's not too hard to die here. They throw explosive barrels at you. There's explosive barrels everywhere else too. So it does a pretty big explosion, right? Now, it should work better here because this one's going to be trapped back in a corner. So let's see how this goes for us. Jump Sam. That gets you Smith too. But, you know, I mean, it might not be worth it to you, but dealing with it like that, it's not so bad. You know what I mean? So this would take you over to a rooftop route where you drop down, talk to an NPC, and all types of crazy stuff. But for now, what we actually want to do is we want to go up here. And we're going to jump on the wall like this. Did we overshoot it? No, good. Alright. So it's going to drop down. You're going to go this way. I've checked during my notes and my prepping for my episodes and all that. There's nothing the other way. I look down, I drop to the ledge. I never see nothing from it. So we're not missing anything. So from here, we're just going to go to the edge again. Drop off here. That's going to break. It's meant to happen. You know, be scared, but they asked before. Didn't have the range to get it. Like I said, there's a lot of really obscure paths, and it's kind of crazy because some of the stuff is so well hidden, you know. So you're going over here, get ready for a fight. There's going to be a Crucible Knight. I'm gonna go and get a parachute on, and you can wait for him to walk by and attack him in the back, but just know you cannot actually backstab Crucible Knights. Oh, don't you do it, you bitch. So he does not have the health bar the one in the Evergo had, obviously, so it's not going to be some huge drawn out fight like that, but he's still a Crucible Knight at the end of the day, right? There you go. That gets you incantation, crucible, or aspects of the crucible horns. It pretty much makes a big horn come out of your shoulder, and you kind of shoulder charge somebody with it. I was never a big fan of aspects of the crucible incantations. I have tried them, just to each his own, and I was never a fan of them. That's all. I'm sure they're good. Just depends on what you're into. So now we got our first shortcut going back up. And next we will do the rooftop route. So for that, we've already got everything off this level. We're good there. Then we're going to go on up to this platform, take a guy out, and then we'll be turning around and jumping across the gap. So don't go out just yet. There's still some stuff in this room we want to get. Might just roll through these boxes, make it easy. I don't know if you run all the way across, always jump to be safe. I'd rather not have a run back if I don't have to have one, alright? So, throwing daggers. Jump. Alright. So now we're going to go outside. When we do get towards the door, there should be one more guy. When we do, you want to crouch. I'll tell you why here in a second. Is he here? No. Alright, so we're going to crouch. We're going to go to the right. Take him out. Stay crouched. Yep, he's over there. So this guy up top actually has a horn. There's guys sleeping all around the walls here. So if he sees you, he's going to alert all them and make this more difficult for you. I don't think it's going to get you killed, but it'll just give you more of a hard time. It could get you killed. So now with him gone, no one's going to wake them up. So just roll on off, kill them. They're all just kind of, sitting targets at this point. Take them out. Oh, one got past me. So the Exile Greaves, I do not believe they, look as good as the ones we already got. So we're gonna run and jump. I actually missed this my first playthrough. I came out here, I'm like, what the fuck, dead end? I wasn't thinking about the platforming in this game, You'll see stuff below you, and it's gonna make you want to take that way and wrap it around and, go all the way through this to get those items. There'll be another route for those items. We don't want to miss this route. Alright, so we're gonna follow this around, drop down, turn around, stone sword key. Now, before you drop down, get to the door, lock on. So this is a sword bird that blows fire. So I don't have to tell you they're a bit worse. Obviously, they're way worse. Do much more damage. And you know they fucking blow fire. So I have to tell you everything you need to know about them. We're gonna jump over here. And we do need to go on up. You could also drop down to the courtyard, but we don't need to do that because we're going to get there from another way. So from here, take it easy. Kind of jump up on that little ledge there. Jump up again, and we're just going to walk on over this. Take it slow, be careful. Have died here before. It's not that hard. When we go around here, we can actually get some smithing tubes. So it's nice we're actually starting to find some more of the stuff again. And you probably already noticed there's some smithing 3s here as well when we get to the area. A lot of the enemies are going to start dropping smithing 2s, and we'll just find smithing 3s here and there throughout the area. So we'll be able to get other weapons up. And certain enemies, they do have chances to drop those as well. Even the 3s, just not many, but a few do. Alright, so we're going to use this little collapsed structure, get on top, follow it around. There should be like 4 guys, so the way I like to do it is just kind of run. Oops, take him out. Go behind this tower so the guys firing arrows can't hit you. Now when you come out, it's just, less time they can target you for. That's the way I look at it. Should be one more. There you go. Now, we're going to go on up for our next talisman. So this talisman is going to enhance the damage of jump attacks. This works better for people dual wielding short swords, or curved swords. Curved swords more than anything else. Because it works for everything. It can work for a strength build doing colossal weapons, right? That hit right there is going to be charged because you're in the air, right? So what you need to think about that is if I went down here and put on curved swords. So any hit you're in the air for, right? If I have curved swords and I do a jumping attack with a curved sword, 1, 2, that is 4 hits, guys. 4 hits. 1, 2, and each one's crossing. See that? 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're getting 4 hits that are going to be boosted by that attack. So, if you're doing a dual curved sword build, that talisman's going to be one of the best ones for your build specifically, and if you were to add blood loss, it'd be even crazier. Then there's, talismans that boost causing blood loss will boost your damage, so you can really get creative with these things, guys. So, I did want to mention it. Anytime, like I told you guys, we recommend builds and stuff, but anytime there's something good for a build, we're going to speak on it, especially when it's talking about stuff like that, about really just getting creative and knowing your options, because that's something you might not consider, Oh, increases jump attacks. You might be like, oh, that's cool, a little bit more damage than jump attacks, but you're not thinking like, oh shit, I'm dual wielding, I'm getting 4 hit speed increase, you know what I mean? So, that's why we talk about these kind of stuff. Just little stuff that is really easily overlooked, and it's really good. You didn't go forever. Bro, you just did that, Are we just spamming shit today, or what's going on? Alright, and we're going to follow this around. Like I said, there's a courtyard. That's about halfway. The courtyard is going to be halfway. So what we're going to do is go all the way to the front and then kind of work our way back. So we could open up that main gate. Get that side of grace over there by the Divine Tower, so we have access to that later. And we can't do anything with it till we get our great room. But, we do get our great room next episode when we finish up this castle. So we got to keep that in mind. We're already at 33 minutes, so. Alright. Okay, that axe is really good. If you get that drop, really good axe. It just has a really unique moveset and really awesome charged attacks. So we're going to try to use our Asher here. So there's a guy. Banished Knight right there, and a Banished Knight right here, so we try to make life a bit easier, we're gonna do so. Ooh, look at that, we got the armor and the shield, baby. Just dodge around and get that backstab. Make life a bit easier. It's not hard to die with these guys. These are heavy hitters here, you know what I mean? I thought we about got the whole set. I was like, you're fucking with me right now. So, and this is the only way to get armor for a long time, and we've talked about this before. So, the leggings aren't going to look good until we get the right ones. But, you know, early game armor, just paying attention to the top half, it's, you know, it's not bad looking at all. It's still one of the nicer armors in the game in general, having the whole set. But, you see what I'm saying? It's a very heavy set, 16 and a half. It's only 10. Is that, yeah, we still haven't really gotten that many choices yet, have we? Just some basic set. I think, we could do better than that. I just hate wearing armor that the other guy's already wearing, you know? Nothing really sticks out about it, so. Best ring, bloody finger. Those are invasion items. So you had your multiplayer items, you know, where you could summon a friend and fight a boss together, progress the area together. Now that's invasion items. So bloody fingers, you use those and you'll be able to invade other players. So if you're into that kind of thing, there you go. You're going to be able to get an unlimited invasion item when we do various quests. And there's another quest that leads to it too, Volcano Manor. So there's 2 ways to get it. We'll get both of them. But if you miss one, you can get the other, so you can still do invasions as much as you want. You know what I mean? So if you stay to the left, you'll be able to get that guy on the top. If you were to drop straight, you'd end up missing that one guy. There'd still be 1 ballista left, so we don't want that. Yes, we can switch it up. Now we really look like the guys here, but it's okay. Something different. I used to really like this armor a lot, but now it just kind of makes me think it's a dress, you know? Really weird. But I didn't used to like it. And you can break these. Problem is they will respawn, but you can actually break them. I mean, I guess it ensures that no one else is going to get on it after you kill that guy to fire at you, but there's no real point in it. Alright, so now that we got all of them down, there's still more ballistas, but they're kind of back more, so I think we're actually pretty good for now. But because of this, we don't want to rest. So let's go grab this side of grace, but do not rest. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not gonna, even though I'm out of heals. I'll give you a little, gate coming up there. This is where we talk to Gustav below, where you kind of, sent us on our path. But the reason why you don't want to rest is at least give it a try, right? If you end up getting killed, then you can just fast travel back here and try to roll through all this bullshit. But everything we just killed will actually respawn. Now, for obvious reasons, we don't want that. That's going to drop over here. Get our items that are at the front gate. Oops. Alright. So, let's go ahead and move on forward. Buddy, you're like dead, so just die. Okay, so there's gonna be a handful of these guys. So a few big ones. Oh, I thought he was coming for us. Mainly little ones. They're all just firing bullshit at you. You're gonna get hit. Whenever I do this, I'm just like, we're just gonna tank through all their shit, just put them down little by little. So it's gonna suck, but what we're probably about to do is, I plan on, we got the axe too, badass. Just don't go with my build this time, unfortunately. Let's just go ahead and ignore all these dudes. So we're just gonna go ahead and rest. And it's gonna suck, but at least we don't have to kill them all twice if we go up now. If we kill them all, then rest, then we gotta kill them twice, so. Alright, so we're about to have that health done. There we go. So this is going to make our health, put our health up to 40. So now we can go ahead and jump in stamina. And which is nice, is we already got our first 2 points in stamina. I put endurance to 12 already to help us with weight limit. So health is done. So now we're into our next stat, just to finish that on off. Which would be stamina, and I'd like to at least put a few more points into mine. It sucks though, because our dex is at 14, I know our Dex is at 12. We never touched it. Yeah, Dex is at 12 and Arcane's at 10. So those stats are way down. Usually, when I get through this place, you know, I have 40 health. I have 20 endurance and 20 mind. But I've already put some stats in. Like, this starts, you know, with 12 Dex and Strength and 14 Faith. So I already, you know, rounded all those up to like 15. So I have 15 Faith and 15 Strength. So I'm only going to have 10 and 12 of our main stats. So we'll be behind a little bit, but that's because I'm adding some Faith into this as well, and our Faith is already done. So, but regardless, these levels are going to come. As long as, like you said, we just go through and we're clearing all this shit out. You just pay attention to this guy. If he goes to do a spin, try to circle around him to the right. Dodge. That's very drawn out attack. That one, see what I'm saying? Try to just circle around him. Bye. This is gonna get you a somber. Beast Blood and Old Fang, which are just crafting items, right? So now we got that. We got our Howling Drake, or no, Bolt Drake Talisman. So that is the Divine Tower on the other side of that. After we take out Godric, we'll be able to go, you know, actually activate our Grave Mode. So we're able to use it if we would like to use it. Like I said, it's kind of shitty. We gotta take them all out again. But that's why I kind of like to stop. I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this twice. Okay, should be 3 more, right? Yep. Might even be more on the side. I don't know for sure. Nope. There's the wind. Like I said, always comes in twos. It comes in threes. Yeah, so the sword attack combo comes in threes. Wind attack comes in twos. Now, let's go and heal up. This part can be kind of a pain in the ass, for sure. So we're going to go up the ladder. There's going to be guys with ballistas, and they're delayed explosion bolts. So keep that in mind. And then we got fire pop, bro. So what you can do is kind of run, wait for the... Did you see that? When you jump across, it's hard to tell. But when you're over there and you jump across, the rock can kind of drop down a little bit. So you kind of run across. Yeah, it's something you gotta see. I gotta show you. And I'm gonna tell you this because it's gonna save you a lot of agony. I went through this and it really irritated me. Because I kept missing the jump. It kept missing the jump. So what's happening here? Most likely to you. As you're running and right at the end of this green, you're probably jumping right here. But you don't realize that it kind of slopes down a little bit. So that's where you jump. When it slopes down, I wanted to show that because I fell so many times there. It might seem like something little. I get that, but I'm telling you, it can be annoying. It can be really annoying when you have to do this whole run around getting shot at and it happens 2-3 times in a row. I thought we could, but I guess we can't. Alright, so there's a little roof. Now we're gonna go for that guy, because he's irritating the living fuck out of me. Alright, so over here to the left, we don't get any items. I think there's a Trina Lily. Or was it? Yeah, Trina's Lily, and that's it. And just because this is what he used, I'm beating this down too. Tired of all use. Alright, so now one less thing to annoy us, and the best part about this is there's still more. Or is there? Or did we actually get them all? No, we actually got them all. Okay. Yeah, because usually I wouldn't go for that second part. That's why I kept thinking there's more, but I wanted to be thorough. Just the other way, this guy, he could actually go side to side. I was about to start saying. So, we're going to hurry up, grab this and bolt to the left. Alright. So this is the courtyard. In fact, don't even grab anything. Don't even worry about these guys. What we're going to do is just go right to the left. we're almost out of resources here. A couple of these guys will follow us, not too many of them. Thank God. There will be a commoner right here. Take him out. We can follow this around and get the arrows up top. But it's also going to allow, a minute for these guys to not see us and hopefully de-aggro. So, alright, and we're good to go. When we get in here, there was going to be another grafted scion. So we're going to go to the right, and we're going to shoot past all this shit. Don't worry about them. If he hits you, just roll through and get away. You want to go for this door straight. There's one to the left, one to the right. We want this one. This is going to unlock our shortcut back at the Tower Rampart. Now we can go ahead and rest to get our resources back. Then we'll go fight the grafted scion. You know what, too? Before we do that, let's take this out the other way real quick. We never did the rooftop route because we had to do the drop. Cool, we actually got one. Warhawk's Talon. I thought that was really cool first time I got it. I was like, that's badass. We got one of them sword legs. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, you can duel with them. They're just, short swords, from the birds, that's all. So you get to the roof and you drop down to the right. It's real tiny here, but they'll give you some kookaries. Then you go through this window, roll on off, drop down. We'll be able to talk to Rogier. This is who you summoned for the market fight, most likely.
This place is not exactly. I see.
I'm here to defeat Godric.
But still, I'm privy. Would you care to learn as a fellow?
So these are just some mage skills, but you put it on melee weapons. So your melee weapons can shoot a glintstone pebble or carrying greatsword. Makes a huge ass magical sword grow out of yours and do one big slam attack, and then spinning weapon, which actually looks just like it does in the picture. Put your weapon in front of you and just kind of spin it out in front of you, pop, pop, pop. So this will let you change and put a magic affinity on your weapon so you can get magic damage for the time being, which would be pretty cool. Because it also allows you to have intelligence scaling, to go with your build if that's what you're doing. But also spinning weapon, you can put blood loss on there, and I don't have to tell you how strong that's gonna be when you just keep hitting enemies over and over and over. Really cool shit. As I mentioned, only your creativity will hold you back in this game. Now we're gonna go on out to this little courtyard here. Or did I have it on? Yeah, let's leave it on. And we're about to a good stopping point as. Yeah, we're at 47 minutes in. So we're going to try to wrap up everything else in this building. So the next episode we could just do the courtyard and then, the back half of the castle. So there should be a banished knight, yep, and our other bro. God, you done yet, brother? Yeah, you could just go and go and go and go. I swear. Alright, so this is going to be the last little area we got to do. There's multiple paths here as well. But this is right above the grafted scion. So, we got stuff to do here and obviously below. It's all going to link together. But this little section from that doorway out this way is kind of all by itself. So I wanted to go that way to take care of it. Alright, so as we go straight across, there's actually going to be a banished knight in this room as well. If you're worried about him, if you're like a mage and he's been giving you trouble because you don't have the time to cast, because you're not doing melee, you could just wait until we go around here and we could kind of spam him for our window. But for us, Okay, so let's go on up here and get the Mimic's Veil. So this is a utility item you can put on, your quick items menu. You can put on, your quick access or your your pouch. It lets you transform into an item in the room. You look like this candlestick, and you'll be like this. I guess we can show you. It's pretty trippy, pretty trippy. So I guess if you get to a room with a bunch of elite enemies and you don't know how you're gonna face it yet, if you just want to buy some time, you can kind of turn into this thing, kind of like some Tom and Jerry shit, like where you just see a trash can moving around a room. It's really weird, but yeah, pretty neat, pretty different. So I wanted to talk about it. Trying to think, because we can get to that when we drop down. Yeah, so we'll be able to reach everything else. Let's take this rooftop route now. Alright, get your silver pickle, or no, gold pickle foot. Now there could be one other guard, I don't remember. Or it could have just been that guy in a different position. Yeah, so he's usually patrolling a bit. And you could, hit him from spells from here if you're a mage. And, you're not doing well with the melee aspect, so keep that in mind. Because Banished Knights are tough at first, you know what I mean? They really are. Their moveset, when they do their jumping attack with the wind, it kind of just locks you in place. So when you get here, just roll off and do a light attack. Just because it's fun. Just because it's fun. We could open up a shortcut here, kill this guy. Spear. I ain't got that much. As you go out here, you want to go to the left first. That's where the enemy is. Get your turtlenecks here. And over here on the edge is your stone sword key. Now while you're here, if you're struggling with the grafted scion, you could, hit him with range from here. I'm not worried about him. But, like I said, not really worried about them. I guess we might as well just finish clearing this since we're right here. Then we'll go back this way last. Grab your Highland Axe. There's going to be a couple more commoners over here. I mean, hell, if he's going to make it easy on us, I'm not going to argue with him. I mean, we killed the other guy, so we should be good. Yeah, we killed the guy on the balcony, so. Got the grafted scion. Already got a shortcut. Got the Highland Axe. There's only 2 more things of note here. So, if you did not go to Liurnia yet, this is actually as important. So, when you talk to Roderica, whatever you want to call her, if you have not gone to Liurnia yet, that means she has not moved to the Round Table Hold yet, right? So, this item won't be here for you guys. Let me show you. So right here, you're going to find her cape. And you're going to think she's dead. Like, what the hell is going on? But I guess she left it behind. Because, like I said, if you haven't been to Liurnia yet, she has not went to the Round Table Hold. So since she has not went there, that item will not be there. After you go to Liurnia, like how we did first, and you come here, she's already moved to the Round Table Hold, and she has left that behind. That is why the item is there. So, you keep that in mind. If you're wondering why we got a cape you didn't get, it's because, you didn't go to Liurnia yet. And you don't have to. It's really easy to miss that item. They want you to, I guess, travel back and forth. Because for us, the only reason we went there is for our early runaround for upgrade materials. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of strange. We got lucky with it. I mean, we didn't get lucky. I knew it, obviously. That's kind of part of the design. But I only knew it because, I went through and took notes and spent so much time with this game. You're not going to know that stuff the first time. There's just no way. This is really cool. It's a Mazzicord. It has 140 critical modifier, making it the most damaging weapon in the game for critical attacks. Specifically for critical attacks. Most of your damage is going to come from that critical modifier, not just your damage. So if I were to pull that up, and it's good to have like a main weapon and then keep that and switch to it when you actually break stagger, because most of these weapons, other daggers have, well, like that's really rare for 130, because like this one, or they just short swords. This one, 110. That's typically what's going to be 110. But that's 130. That's second place. This one's actually 140 though, and it's not bad to keep this on you. For one, pretty fast attacking, weapon. Look how much range it has for a dagger, which is pretty cool. But fully upgraded, the damage you get in critical attacks isn't just your scaling, isn't just about how upgraded a weapon is. A lot of times it's to deal with your critical modifier, and also. So with 140 critical modifier, what's crazy is that plus 25, you keep this on a side weapon, so you're fighting, oh, you break their stagger, ready for a critical, switch to that, and then you just get really, really big damage on them. So it's just a good tactic, good strategy. It's gonna, like, just help you guys out. So from here, we're just gonna go and fast travel back to Rampart Tower. Now we could have ran across the courtyard, but we wouldn't have had the time to actually clear it. So I decided against that, because I don't want to just run past a bunch of shit just to get to a side of grace. You know what I mean? I do want to try to get a level before next episode. You guys know I always try to get a level before we end out. There we go. Gonna throw that into endurance. We might even just put off mind for a bit. We don't have to go 20 minds. We'll probably just go through here, get our endurance done, and try getting this damage. Go back to mind. Maybe every now and then just throw a point in it. We'll be good. So we are going to wrap up here, guys. We got exactly what I was wanting. The first half of stormviel. The back half has a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. A lot of items to get. Upgrade. I mean, I'm not even going to name it. It's just a lot of stuff to do. So what we're going to do is finish clearing the castle, get all the items, take out the Remembrance boss. There's going to be a painting we'll have to go solve. We're going to have to go to the Round Table Hold to go over boss remembrances. We're going to have to go to the Divine Tower to activate Great Runes. We're going to solve the painting over here. We're going to go over here where that big-ass walking turtle thing was. That's how you duplicate boss remembrances. So we have a lot of really important stuff to go over. So after we finish up Stormviel, we will get on into all that stuff. And then we'll just be getting ready and up to the areas. So the following episode, we'll be able to start working our way into our second region. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll be back next episode for the conclusion of Stormviel Castle.